So today we're going to be comparing two cases that are very highly requested in all of my comments. Anytime I do a case lineup video like a top 10 or a best cases video, or I talk about either of these two cases in a video, I always get this question: which one should you go for? And today we're going to compare the Dbrand Tank to the Phone Rebel Gen 7. Now, we're going to talk about a few different categories. We're going to give it little checks to see which case is actually the one that you should buy. Which one should you buy according to your boy B? Now, of course, links to both of them are down in the description below if you guys are interested to check them out. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, to the left, we do have the Dbrand Tank. To the right, we have the Phone Rebel Gen 7. We're going to compare them and see which one is actually the rugged case that you should buy. So first things first, let's start off with the price. That's the first thing you see is that price tag. Now, on the Dbrand Tank, we are looking at $49.95, and on the Phone Rebel Gen 7, we're looking at $49.99. So you're looking at a 4-cent difference. That's not much, so they're basically the exact same price, but the slightest little bit of an edge has to go to the Dbrand Tank because it is 4 cents cheaper. So this category is going to go to the Dbrand Tank. Next up, talking about the materials and the build, right? So starting off with the Dbrand Tank, you are going to have a full TPU case. Even though this is a nice stiff TPU, it is completely TPU with a little bit of a polycarbonate lining on the inside, so that's that. And then when it comes to the Phone Rebel Gen 7, TPU going all the way around the sides, and you do get real aramid fiber here on the back. Of course, both of these are going to have metal buttons, which we will talk about the buttons a little bit later. So that's not really something you can compare when it comes to the materials and build. Now, you are getting a metal camera plateau here on the Gen 7, whereas the camera plateau on the Dbrand Tank is going to be that same TPU material. And then going to the inside of them, you're getting polycarbonate here, whereas on the inside of the Gen 7, you're going to get this microfiber material. Now, with materials and build, we also have to talk about the grip. Both of them are going to have very good grip, whereas with the Gen 7, you're getting these grip dots going all the way up and down the sides here. On this one, on the Tank, you're just getting all these different kinds of raised textures and everything. It's all TPU still, but it's so like raised up and textured that you naturally get good grip really any way you are going to grab the Tank or the Gen 7. Now, with material and build comes comfortability, right? So the Gen 7, very, very comfortable to hold. These grip spikes, they actually did reduce them a little tiny bit. That way it's still nice and comfortable to hold. Some people were complaining about that. And then the Dbrand Tank is comfortable to hold just about everywhere except when it comes to the bottom. Now, when you first get the Tank, this was my issue with it too, and I've been using the Tank a ton this year. Like, I've put really both of these cases, put them through their paces a lot. When you first put on the Tank, the edges, the sides, the bottom, they feel a little sharp, especially the bottom if you hold your phone like me, like this, but give it some time, you actually get used to it. It doesn't forever stay sharp. And I know that sounds really weird because the material doesn't change or anything like that, but you get used to it and it actually gets pretty comfortable to hold to where you don't really feel the pinky destruction from this case too much. But taking them both out of the boxes, if this is your first time using either of these cases, the Gen 7 is definitely going to be more comfortable around the sides and on the bottom to hold, and way, way, way less to get used to. So in this category, they were both very close. They both have really good build quality and material design, all that. However, I do have to give the slight edge to the Gen 7 just because of comfortability and because when you're holding it, when you first take it out, you get that really good grip, but you don't have to sacrifice the comfortability, which is something that I've heard a lot of people talk about when it comes to the Dbrand Tank, and I've experienced it myself. Now, the next category is going to be the fit. Let's start off with the Dbrand Tank. So we're going to go ahead and put this in here. First things first, listen out for the click. Very good click on there. Around your sides, you're getting a really good fit all the way up and down. Top is great, bottom is great. All four corners. I mean, this case is kind of tough to take off because of how well these corners fit. So like you got to really give it a little bit of pressure here. I just took a screenshot and all that, but I'm going to do one corner because I'm not about to break my thumbs taking it off. But listen, very, very good. All around, the fit on this case is absolutely fantastic. You cannot ask for a better fit when it comes to the Dbrand Tank. And this is TPU, by the way. So very good. You got to give it some really good force in order for that to start moving. So the fit on this case is fantastic. And then moving along to the Phone Rebel Gen 7, we'll go ahead and put this in. Listen for this click. Very good click on there. And you're getting even a little bit tighter of a fit here going around the sides, up and down, you're getting a very, very tight fit. The bottom is good, but when you move to the top, I don't know what happened here, but this is not good. This right here, and it does not require much force at all. Now, does it go back to its original shape? Yes, but the fact that this is a rugged case and that the top, just something must have got missed with quality control. And this isn't just my unit. This is across the board when it comes to the Gen 7 for the 17 Pro Max, and you're getting that issue. Of course, corners fit fantastically, no complaints there. But because of that area right here, I have to give the fit of the cases 100%, no question about it, to the Dbrand Tank, because the fit is consistent on every corner, on every side, the top, the bottom, everywhere. The fit on this case is absolutely A1, so the fit goes to the Dbrand Tank. Now, this category coming up is the hardest one that it came to for me, so much so that it was so difficult to decide how to kind of rank this specific category. We're talking about the design, right? So starting off, since our phone is already in the Gen 7, on the Gen 7, you're getting the aramid fiber. I'm a sucker for aramid fiber. I have a ton of aramid cases. Love the design of this. However, I'm not a fan that this logo comes out. I think it's unnecessary. Honestly, I'd rather it be gone completely. But because, yes, you can customize it, cool, that's all great and dandy, but I'd rather it just be built in. Maybe a little tiny R, or not this button right here. It's not even a button, but it's this piece that comes out, because it's unnecessary. It's just an extra piece that you can lose. Not really happy about that. But I love the aramid fiber. I love that this case is one of those that you can kind of, even if you're going out to a nice dinner or you're at work or anything, especially if you have the black right here, it looks low key. It doesn't look, at least when it's sitting face down like this, it doesn't look extremely loud and bright and you know, super rugged. It looks very clean. I've taken this case to very nice dinners, to business meetings, all kinds of things, and no one questions anything about it. It still looks slim around the sides, even though you got the little grips right here. It's tough to see it if you're kind of further from a distance, or if you're not really looking at it. It just looks like not a very slim case, but it looks a little bit more minimal than something like the Tank. But moving on to the Tank's design, I love how unique this design is. This looks different from every single case out there on the market. You have brands like Alumu that have different designs on them. You got things like other aramid cases where it's, you know, Pitaka or Banks, where they have all kinds of different patterns. But this case, when you set it down, you know 100% this is something different. It has all of these textures and all of these little Easter eggs, everything. There's zero minimalism when it comes to this case. And I really like that because of how unique and how different it looks. But when it comes to going to a nice dinner or a nice business meeting or anything, this, especially if you're around a certain crowd, it may give off the wrong image, especially because you have, you know, this pyramid right here where a lot of people say it might be like Illuminati-esque, whatever. But I love the design of it, don't get me wrong. I'm a huge fan. But this is not the case for certain situations, whereas you can go and, you know, like I said, dinner, business meeting, anything nice. You're wearing a nice suit and tie or a tux. This may not be the case that you can bring, whereas the Gen 7 can come and, you know, look definitely a lot more minimal. But the design of it, this has no moving pieces in the design. Whereas this has a removable camera plateau, this has this removable piece right here, and it has a lot of branding, right? So you're gonna get the Rebel here, you get the Rebel there. So there's ups and downs to both of these cases. There's specific scenarios. This one's super rugged, take it anywhere, you know, but it might be a little too loud for certain situations. This one, it definitely looks better in certain situations, but it has some pieces that I'm not a huge fan of the design. Now, one other thing about the Gen 7, because it's aramid, it's going to catch a lot of fingerprints. So if you are dressing somewhere nice, you gotta constantly, or if you care about the fingerprints, but eventually it gets real greasy and oily, you gotta keep wiping it down if you want it to continue to look so nice and not look just dirty and dingy. So with all that being said, I had to give this category a tie. I hate when that happens. I hate when videos do that where it's like, oh, comparing everything is tied, pick what you like. No, this video definitely has a winner, at least in my eyes. However, with this category, it has both ups and downs with each cases. Each cases, I love their design, but I have little nitpicks about that exact same design that maybe one could have a slight edge or the other could have a slight edge in little individual tiny subcategories in this in this list, in this category specifically. So unfortunately, as much as I did not want to do it, I have to give these two a tie in this specific category. Now, next up, let's talk about screen and camera protection. That's important when it comes to a rugged style case. So let's bring over the microfiber and let's compare them. Now, I am using the same tempered glass screen protector on this phone. It's going to be the same screen protector throughout the entire video. So it is a full coverage tempered glass screen protector. On this one, you're getting swipeable sides, so top, bottom, left, right, swipeable, while still getting these claws here. And I want to get a close-up shot on that because of how much they stick up right there. Let me see if I can get this in focus. How much they stick up. You're getting some very good screen protection on this one. Absolutely set it on whatever way you want, and you'll be good to go. And then when it comes to the camera plateau, you're getting a nice deep camera plateau there. So you can literally set this case, whether on its screen or on its back, on any surface that you want, and you'll be good to go. Plus, big bonus that the camera plateau area is metal on this case, so you are getting even more protection, especially if you were to drop it. It may not have as much of an impact as something like TPU. But moving over to the Dbrand Tank, putting this one back on. One thing about the Tank is it lives up to its name. So giving this a little bit of a wipe down one more time, let's move this out to the side. Same tempered glass screen protector, and you're getting a consistent screen lip all the way around this case. So you can set this down on just about any surface. You'll be good to go. And then when it comes to your camera plateau, it is protected, but not as much as it is with the Gen 7. You still get great protection, don't get me wrong. Set this down on whatever surface. I love that this edge is raised so you still get the protection. Even though it's individual cutouts, still get that nice protection right there. However, when it comes to the screen lip and the camera plateau lip, I have to give it to the Gen 7 because the screen lip, especially around the corners here, these claws that they call them, are actually a little bit taller than the screen lip on the Dbrand Tank. And same thing when it comes to your camera plateau. The camera plateau is a little more raised on the Gen 7 than it is the Dbrand Tank. So for screen and camera protection, the winner is the Phone Rebel Gen 7. Now moving on to the buttons. Both of these cases are going to have standalone metal buttons, right? The texture is different on both of them, whereas the Tank is here, Gen 7 here. Both buttons are slightly different textured than the other buttons. And then when it comes to the right-hand side, on the Tank, you get more texture on the power button, whereas none on here. Both of these camera controls work flawlessly on both of these cases. I'm not even gonna test that. You can catch that in the full review of each of these cases, which by the way, I'll leave that at the end of this video. Both camera control buttons are absolutely perfect, so no need to even compare those. However, when it comes to the buttons, I gotta give the edge to the Dbrand Tank. You're getting both of them metal clicky buttons. They're great, they feel great, but the width of these buttons, these are, I'm saying this on record right now in this video, the Dbrand Tank has the best buttons out of any case on the market for the iPhone 17 Pro Max. You don't even at me. The absolute best buttons. For sure, by far, the Dbrand Tank wins this category because the width of these buttons, they're nice. They protrude out a decent bit here. Even though, you know, it's obviously raised up, the case is a little bit over the buttons, you can very clearly feel them. Even these buttons are textured, the volume up and down, whereas it is not on the Gen 7. And because of how wide they are, they're so nice and comfortable to click. You never have a missed click on any of them or any accidental clicks. Each one is still textured, feels good, and you know exactly what you're grabbing when you grab it. Now, let's talk about the MagSafe. Both of these cases are going to have MagSafe and alignment magnets. They both have excellent magnetic strength. They will work on all of your nightstand chargers, all your battery packs, all of your car mounts, everything. They will both work flawlessly on. But we got to see which one has the stronger magnet. So let's start off, first of all, this iPhone camera is horrendous. Got to wipe that down from all the smudges. So let's bring over our Anker 623. We're going to keep the test the same. We're just going to use it with this. So starting off with the Dbrand Tank, pick that up. Of course, you're good to go, right? Give it a little bit of a shake, see how much it takes, right? So it's going to be hard for you guys to judge it based on this metric by watching my video. It's kind of something you got to try, but I'm going to keep it obviously as honest as I can throughout this entire video. That way you can really make your solid choice. But anyways, yes, Great MagSafe strength on this case, nothing to complain about, you will be just fine. Now moving on to the Gen 7, keeping it all the same, go ahead and attach that, and the Gen 7 is actually going to be a little bit stronger. It's going to require a little bit more of a shake than the Dbrand Tank. The magnets, it's not that much different. Is it slightly noticeable? Yes. It's not to the point where this has weak MagSafe, this has strong, or this has weak. Not at all. Both of them have very strong MagSafe. But apples to apples, MagSafe test to MagSafe test, the Gen 7 is going to take this category by this much. It is barely different, but it's a little bit stronger on the Phone Rebel Gen 7, so I gotta give the MagSafe category to the Gen 7. Now, talking about colors and customizability, right? Here is where we're at with this. Both of them are going to give you customizable buttons. You can change the button color on these cases. I actually have this to orange because I was doing it for a specific video. However, I usually keep the black buttons all on here because it looks more stealthy. Same reason why I have it as black on the Dbrand Tank, because I just prefer it to be a lot more stealthy, a lot cleaner, and I just love the color black. So I keep the black buttons usually on both of these cases. You get your action button, your volume up and down, and your power button on both of these cases. Camera control. You can get an orange one for the Gen 7. You cannot change the camera control button for the Dbrand Tank. But that's not even what I'm going to use as a difference, because honestly, I would prefer a completely built-in non-removable camera control button over one that is interchangeable. So I'm not going to actually count that as part of this video. Yes, you can change it if you want to. I prefer to actually not. I just did it for a specific video, so I'm going to leave that off. But when you come to the back of it, you do get the chance to change the Rebel logo here, and you're also going to get different camera plateaus. So you can get an ultra orange one, which is this color here, and it will replace the black camera plateau with an orange one, or you also have the option to get a individual cutout Gen 7 camera plateau as well. One that it does say Gen 7 on it in big bright orange letters, but you get the customizability with the Gen 7 when it comes to that. So if you prefer open plateau to really see the color of your phone, you have that. If you prefer a closed one, you have that option too. So for colors and customizability, I gotta give it to the Gen 7 because of that. Now, both of them, the buttons are going to come in a lot of different colors. Check out their website if you want to see some. They come with some really great looking colors for both of these cases. So definitely love that. I love when cases have replaceable buttons, but just because of that, the Gen 7 is going to get that little upper leg. So when it comes to all the categories, the Gen 7 has won 5 of them. The Tank has won 4, one of which of those that I did count is a tie. So if we remove that point, I gave both of them a point for that. So if we remove that, you have 4 for the Gen 7, you have 3 for the Dbrand Tank. The Phone Rebel Gen 7 is going to win in the materials and build category. It's going to win in the screen and camera protection category, the MagSafe, and the colors and customizability category. So that's 4. Then the Tank is going to win in the price. It's going to win on the fit of the sides and the corners. It's going to win in the buttons department. And that is where we're at when it comes to the Phone Rebel Gen 7 and the Dbrand Tank. So, in my opinion, I would go for the Phone Rebel Gen 7, but not by that much. It didn't win by miles. It's not so much better or anything like that. Where were they in my top 10? I actually have another top 10 coming soon, so make sure you stay tuned to that. The Gen 7 was much higher than the Tank in the top 10, but months have passed. Time has passed. I've used the Tank way more. I've used the Gen 7 way more. I've used all my cases way more because of time. Naturally, that's how it happens. The rankings might have changed. Do I still prefer the Gen 7 over the Tank? Yes, me personally, I do. But don't be surprised if they get a little bit closer in the rankings than the previous video, because the Tank is still by far a very, very good case. I highly recommend the Tank, and I highly recommend the Gen 7. But like I said, guys, all links are down in the description below if you're interested in checking either of these cases out. Make sure you let me know what you think about both of them down in the comments below. And if you had to choose one, which one would you choose? And like I said, if you guys want to see either of those reviews, I will leave the Phone Rebel Gen 7 review right here and the Dbrand Tank review right there.